So we're into recovery. There are a couple of groups that are in town that are going to be working with us. Oh, there's Tammy. Good. So Christian Aid has been here, and if you've needed help moving fridges and freezers and getting those things out of your house and down to the dump, those are the people that you've been able to call. And if you haven't found that number, that's on the Emergency Operations Center website, and if you get in touch with me, I can give it to you. Another one is Samaritan's Purse, and Tammy is here from Samaritan's Purse. Do you want to come up and give me an elevator speech of what you're going to do for us?
Well, good evening, everyone. Good to be here. Sorry about the circumstances in which we're here. Samaritan's Purse is an international disaster relief organization, and one of the things that we do is we respond in the aftermath of disasters across Canada. We spent a lot of time in BC and across Canada and Alberta this year as well, working with residents. We work with personal properties. We don't do commercial property, we don't do businesses, but we work with homeowners. And our goal, one of the things that we do in a fire situation in particular, is to be able to do possession recovery through ash sifting. A lot of you may think that, oh, you look at your homes and you think, I'll never find anything in there. And that sometimes that is the case, but a lot of times we can look through the ashes. We are professionally trained. We have level C PPE gear that we use to go in there and to sift for you. And it's amazing what we've been able to find. And really, we're just trying to be here to be a support, to help you on your road to recovery, to see how you can just look through some things, put some things behind you, do the grieving process that you need to do, and it's at no cost to you. So we're going to be setting up in the community. We've been working with BC Parks, and they're giving us some space over at the Scotch Creek Shuswap Campground, I guess it's called now. And so we'll be setting up our base operation there. I have some numbers here that we can call. We can also help some the people that do not have insurance. We have some more wraparound supports for you, and we're working with the CSRD to figure out how debris removal will be handled. But we can help you clean up your properties and try to work through some of that kind of stuff with you as well. We do also have an arborist that works with us, and I want to just be cautious on how we talk about that. We can't solve all the problems, but on personal property, if we're able to and safely able to do that, we'll help take down some of those trees and make that property safe for you. So we do have a phone number. I have all the things here tonight. Our disaster relief unit is a 53-foot trailer. It has an office in the front of it. That will be stationed right here in this community, over at the campground. You can phone that number. It'll contact my team. Lauren is here with me tonight. He is one of my operations coordinators, and he'll be overseeing the work that gets done. He's been a firefighter for 30-some years in Calgary. He's retired, and he's one of my main guys that work with us in these kind of situations. We'll have a whole team. You can also volunteers. If you want to come out and help your neighbors and do some of that kind of stuff, we do walk-up volunteers. We'll train you. It takes a little bit of time to get trained. We do half-mask respirators and all that kind of stuff. So we want to make sure that we're keeping ourselves safe, our volunteers safe, and making sure that we're doing this work with the utmost care and excellence that we can provide. So welcome to come and see us. Our trucks will be rolling in on Monday. We're going to need a few days to kind of set up our camp and get organized in there. And then we will be in the community. We will create work orders for you when you phone in. Assessors will come out. They'll meet with you on your property. You can talk to them about what it is. The phone number is, I know some of you want to write it down, but there's lots here, 1-833-738-7743. All right, and I will leave these here for you guys. But we can do a work order for you. An assessor will come and see. We'll walk through the property with you. We'll let you know what we can and can't do. This is not a business for us. We work with volunteers, and we have a whole database of supporters that support the work that we do, so we can do this for you guys at no charge. And so hopefully we can help you out and get you back on your road. We're not going to solve
there's a group that will help you try to find those mementos or items of personal value that may be still available in the ashes of your homes. So I really appreciate the fact. I mean, it's amazing. We've got Christian Aid, Samaritan's Purse, Christian Disaster Relief, Team Rubicon. These faith-based organizations are here to help us. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. One more what?
One more Christian-based thing. The Thrift Store at St. David's is open. If you lost anything, please come get it. If you want to go shopping, the money will go back into the community. We've dedicated at least $10,000 to go back out into the community.
Thank you. Is Debbie Seymour and John Reed here? How are you? Okay, so I want to get into a little bit of business recovery. Those of you who have lost businesses or part of this is going to be tourism recovery, other things. Are you guys going to come up and say anything, or am I just introducing you? And this is Debbie Seymour, the Chamber of Commerce president out here. John Reed is the executive director of the Shuswap Economic Development Society. So both of them work to promote business and, in this case, health recovery.
Speaking on behalf of the chamber, the North Shuswap Chamber, I just have to backtrack just a second because I'm not the president of.
Did I say the president?
Adam at the back there is actually our president of the North Shuswap Chamber. I'm the executive director. So speaking on behalf of the chamber, we're very saddened to see what's happened with our community, but know that we're working with Shuswap Economic Development and we're going to do what we can to help you. We're going to advocate. We're heading into our third meeting with federal, provincial, community futures, a number of the gentlemen that are here tonight and representatives. And we're going to do everything we can to advocate on your behalf and move us through economic recovery.
Good evening, everybody. Mary, Debbie's comments were very saddened and very sobered by the events, and we'll do all that we can to help, and that's what we're here for. So we pulled together a very robust team to spearhead a regional economic recovery task force, and the goal really is to come together to collaborate and to support the fire-impacted communities from an economic development and a community development standpoint. So we have been working with MP Arnold's office, as well as Emily Kaibo's office, Community Futures, both the North and the South Shuswap Chambers. We have direct inroads and communication with the BC Ministry of Jobs, Economic Development and Innovations to identify opportunities and supports. And as the government gets the supports together, we're on the ground having conversations and listening. So largely what we're here to do today is listening. I think I've had a conversation with Debbie Seymour at least once or twice a day for quite some time now, which is always good, which is fantastic, but it's actually specific to this situation. We were at a meeting on Tuesday night in the South Shuswap listening to the nonprofits that are interested in supporting the North Shuswap and where the opportunities are there. All the area directors are around the table. We're in open dialogue with the British Columbia Economic Development Association, and they started and have now completed an economic impact assessment survey. And the findings from that survey go directly to the government to see how we can, how the government and the collective team that we have can actually best serve the business in the greater community in the recovery. So please know that we have a very sincere interest in working on that and toward that. So we're here for you. Thank you.